Dr. Velmora had spent 3 decades trying to decipher the predecessor texts. The ancient civilization had vanished 12,000 years ago, leaving behind monuments covered in intricate symbols that defied every translation algorithm in the galactic archives. Linguists from 47 species had attempted and failed to crack even a single sentence. The breakthrough expedition had assembled the finest minds in xenolinguistics. They gathered in the excavation site on Kepler 442b, staring at a newly uncovered wall covered in the mysterious script. Velmora's tentacles trembled with excitement as she projected the symbols onto holographic displays. "These patterns suggest a logographic system," announced Professor Thexlon, his crystalline body refracting the chamber's light. "But the grammatical structure is incomprehensible. No known language family matches this complexity." "Perhaps musical notation," suggested Dr. Zinra, her melodic Avarian voice echoing through the chamber. The repeated glyphs could indicate tonal variations. They had been debating for hours when the human consultant arrived. Dr. Sarah Chen was a relatively junior member of the team, her species having joined the galactic community only 2 centuries prior. She climbed down into the excavation site, tablet in hand, looking slightly apologetic for her tardiness. "Sorry, got held up at the orbital station," she said, approaching the wall. She squinted at the symbols, tilting her head. "Wait, is this? Are you guys still using that dialect?" Every being in the chamber turned to stare at her. "Excuse me?" Velmora's translator crackled with confusion. Sarah pointed at a sequence of symbols. "This right here, it's just Mandarin Chinese. Ancient Mandarin, sure, but definitely Chinese. And this section." She traced her finger along another line, "That's Sumerian cuneiform. This one's Egyptian hieroglyphics. Oh, and that's Sanskrit." She looked around at the stunned faces. Did nobody run this through Earth's historical language database? The silence was deafening. Thexlon's crystal body dimmed. "You're saying the predecessors spoke human languages?" No, Sarah laughed, then stopped as realization dawned on her face. Oh no. These aren't the predecessors' language." She looked at the wall with new understanding. "This is ours. Humans were here." Velmora felt her 3 hearts skip simultaneously. "Impossible. Your species only achieved space flight 200 years ago." Sarah was already photographing the symbols, her hands shaking. "According to our official records, yes. But these texts..." She began reading aloud, translating effortlessly. "They're talking about colony ships. Terraforming protocols. Generation vessels." She turned to face the team, her expression grave. "We didn't just join the galactic community. We're coming back to it." Dr. Zinra's feathers ruffled in agitation. "Your species has existed for 12,000 years across the stars?" "Apparently longer," Sarah murmured, reading more inscriptions. "These mention the old worlds and the long journey home. We didn't originate on Earth. We returned to it." She looked up at the ancient human script covering the walls. "And we forgot everything." The expedition had sought to understand an ancient mystery. Instead, they had discovered that humanity's greatest enigma was humanity itself, a species that had risen, fallen, and risen again, carrying fragments of lost civilizations in their very DNA. Professor Velmora stared at the human woman who had casually solved 3 decades of work in 3 minutes, and wondered what other secrets lay dormant in humanity's forgotten past.